Zimbabwe just pulled off a stunning upset at the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026, beating co-hosts Sri Lanka by 6 wickets in their final Group B match on February 19, right there at the Premadasa Stadium in Colombo. This massive win meant Zimbabwe clinched the top spot in Group B, punching their ticket straight to the Super 8 stage of the tournament. Captain Sikandar Raza really stepped up in that chase, picking up the Player of the Match award for his rapid-fire 45 runs off just 26 balls, hitting 2 fours and 4 massive sixes. And get this, Raza's 20th T20I Player of the Match award sets a new world record for any player from a full member nation, really highlighting his lasting impact on the international stage. This amazing performance by Zimbabwe, especially coming after they'd already beaten Australia, has completely changed the game for their campaign in the 2026 T20 World Cup. Sri Lanka batted first, and they really set a challenging target, putting up 178 runs for 7 wickets in their 20 overs. Opener Pathum Nisanka really held the innings together, scoring a fluent 62 runs off 41 balls, with 8 boundaries. Then, Pavan Rathnayake came in and gave them a great late boost, smashing an explosive 44 runs off just 25 balls, including 3 fours and 2 big sixes. However, Sri Lanka's middle order really against the Zimbabwean bowling attack, who managed to keep a lid on the scoring rate during some pretty important moments. For Zimbabwe, their veteran spinner Graham Creamer, who's actually part of their 2026 T20 World Cup squad, really made the ball talk on a pitch that was offering some good turn. He ended up picking up 2 crucial wickets for just 27 runs. Blessing Mazarabani and Brad Evans also chipped in with 2 wickets apiece, and together they really managed to keep Sri Lanka's total in check. Alright, so Zimbabwe's chase kicked off with a really strong 69-run opening partnership from Brian Bennett and Tadivinache Marumani. Bennett, that young opener, played it super cool and smart, knocking an unbeaten 63 runs off just 48 balls. He smashed 8 fours and seriously held the whole innings together during the pursuit. Marumani chipped in with a quick-fire 34 off 26 deliveries before Dunath Wellalage eventually got him out. But the big game change, that was Sikandar Raza walking out to the middle. That's when the momentum really shifted. Even though he started a bit slowly, only getting like 4 or 5 runs from his first 8 balls, Raza then just absolutely exploded. He completely ripped apart the Sri Lankan bowling attack with a blazing assault, even smashing back-to-back sixes off Dushan Hemantha in 1 over that went for 20 runs. His super aggressive hitting totally swung the game and put Zimbabwe firmly in the driver's seat. Zimbabwe pulled off a brilliant chase, hitting that 179 target in the very last over, with 4 balls to spare. That's actually their second biggest successful run chase in T20 internationals ever. That win totally showed just how resilient Zimbabwe can be, and how smartly they bat, especially when the pressure's on. And Sikandar Raza? His leadership, plus snatching his record-breaking 20th Player of the Match award, cements him as one of the absolute key players in T20 cricket right now. He's actually gone past some huge names with that achievement. The crowd at Premadasa Stadium got to see a truly historic moment when Brian Bennett smashed those winning runs, locking in a super memorable victory for Zimbabwe. This kind of performance really shows Zimbabwe means business and can absolutely go toe-to-toe with some of the stronger cricketing nations out there on the world stage. This huge win didn't just get Zimbabwe through to the Super 8 stage, it also sent a pretty clear message to the other big teams in the tournament. And their unbeaten run in Group B, which even included that earlier win against Australia, really highlights this incredible comeback for Zimbabwean cricket. Now, speaking of individual efforts, players like Dunath Wellalage, who chipped in with 15 runs off just 8 balls and snagged a crucial wicket, and for Sri Lanka, Pramod Madushan, who bowled 2 overs for 23 runs, also played their part in this seriously high-stakes match. So, as Zimbabwe keeps moving forward, that solid team effort, coupled with some brilliant individual performances from players like Raza and Bennett, really positions them as a compelling dark horse for the rest of the T20 World Cup 2026.